Hare Krishna Prabhuji, class is not coming, Prabhuji. Bhagavatam class.
You are not seeing?
Now it is coming, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Bhagavate
Vasudevaya.
Vasudevaya.
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskritya.
Narayanam Namaskritya. Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Saraswatim Vyasam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam. Tato Jayamudiraye. Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu.
Bhagavata Sevaya.
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Ashloke.
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke.
Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki.
Sami tapasa punaha.
Rami tapasa purnama.
Tapasa vishvam.
Vivarmi tapasa punam.
Yami dusharam tapaha.
Tapaha.
Vedham.
Rajami tapasa
Vedam.
Grasami tapasa
Tejami tapasayvadam grasami tapasapuna dharme tapasa vishvam viryam me tushcharam tapaha.
Sujami tapasai vedham. Grasami tapasa punaha. Vibharmi tapasa vishvam. Viryame dusharam tapaha. Sujami tapasai vedham. Grasami tapasa punaha. Vibharmi tapasa vishvam. Hiryame dusharam tapaha. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Sajami tapase vedam grasami tapasa punaha vivarmi tapasa vishvam viryam me duscharam tapaha.
Hare Krishna Aishwarya Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Srijami tapasaivedam grasami tapasa punaha viprami tapasa vishwam viryam me dusharam tapaha.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. Open for everybody.
Srijami tapasa
वेदं ग्रसामि तपसा पुनः बिभर्मि तपसा विश्वं तपः हरे कृष्ण
सृजामि तपस्वैवेदं गृह्णामि तपसा पुनः बिभर्मि तपसा विश्वं वीर्यं मे दुश्चरतं तपः
हरे कृष्ण
हरे कृष्ण
सृजामि तपसैवेदम्
गृहस्मिनि तपसा पुनः बिभ्रमि तपसा विश्वं व्यायं मय दुश्चरं तपः
सृजामि तपसैवेदं ग्रसामि तपसा पुनः बिभर्मि तपसा विश्वं वीर्यं मे दुश्चरं तपः हरे कृष्ण
सृजामि तपसेवेदं गृह्णामि तपसा पुनः बिभर्मि तपसा विश्वं वीर्यं मे दुश्चरं तपः हरे कृष्णा
सृजामि तपसा वेदं ग्रसामि तपसा पुनः बिभ्रमि तपसा विश्वं वीर्यं मे दुश्चरं तपः हरे कृष्णा सृजामि तपसेवेदं ग्रसामि तमस्तपसा पुनः विभर्मि तपसा विश्वं वीर्यं मे दुश्चरं तपः हरे कृष्ण
Hare Krishna Mataji. You remember the sloka?
Ji Prabhuji.
Anat, you want to chant?
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Srijami tapasaivedam grasami tapasa punaha vimrami tapasa vishwam viram me dushtaram tapaha.
Srijami, I create. Tapasa by the Srijami.
Srijami
Tapasa.
tapasa
penance.
By the same penance. Eva.
Eva,
Inva
certainty.
Certainly.
idam
Idam,
this
Sahasami tapasa.
grasami tapasa
I do withdraw
Withdraw also by the
everything.
same energy.
by the same energy.
Punah, again.
punah
Punah
again
Again.
Vibrami,
Do maintain.
do maintain
Tapasa
by
by
tapasa by
penance.
penance.
penance
Vishwam,
Vivishwam
vishwam
cosmos,
varium potency
Virayam,
potency.
potency,
Me.
dushcharam
me,
surya
my.
tapah
Dushcharam.
penance
I create this cosmos by such penance. I maintain it by the same energy. I withdraw it by the same energy. Therefore, the potency is penance only. I create this cosmos.
I create this cosmos.
Penance.
By
by
such
such
penance.
Maintain it.
I maintain it
It the same energy.
by the same energy.
Energy.
And I withdraw it.
and I
I
withdraw it.
withdraw it.
All by the same energy.
All by the same energy.
Or
Therefore,
this is penance only.
the
The
potency
potency is
is
penance only.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. May I read?
Yeah, Chotaji. Padi.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. In executing penance, one must be determined to return home back to Godhead and must decide to undergo all types of tribulations for that end. Even for material prosperity and name and fame, one has to undergo severe types of penances. Otherwise, no one can become an important figure in this material world. Why then should there not be severe type of penances for the perfection of devotional service? An easygoing life and attainment of perfection in transcendental realization cannot go together. The Lord is more clever than any living entity. Therefore, he wants to see how painstaking the devotee is in devotional service. The order is received from the Lord, either directly or through the bona fide spiritual master. And to execute that order, however painstaking, is the severe type of penance. One who follows the principle rigidly is sure to achieve success in attaining the Lord's mercy. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Sujami tapasai vedam grasami tapasa. Sujami tapasai vedam. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tapsmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitanamine. Namaste Saraswate Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisheshaya Shunyavadi Pashad Deshatari. Jayo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srijami tapasai vedam, grasami tapasap, sajami tapasai vedam, grasami tapasa punaha, vibharmi tapasa vishvam, Viryame dusharam tapaha. I create this cause on such penance, I maintain it by the same energy, I withdraw it by the same energy, therefore the potency is penance on. So Prabhupada is saying, first thing, to do penance, first thing is the goal. If I do not have a goal, nothing is good, nothing is bad. Then where is the penance? Penance means you say no to something. Generally, when you think of penance, people think about, I'll not be eating, I'll not be sleeping. They think like that. Yeah? Penance means to not to do bad things, always to do good things. There is continuously in the life choices. Life means choices. We have to choose, we choose. And we have to accept responsibility for choosing. We cannot say, God made me do it. No, sir. Just like with the joke we say, that people say, when God tells me I'll come to temple. So is the cinema hall owners coming to call you to come? No. You'll go there. So all kind of enjoyment I'm doing without any invitation. But why God, I want invitation. He has to personally take me, personally drag me. So no. So Krishna has given us opportunity. It's for us to choose. And proper choice is the kind of tapasya we need. Prabhupada says, what you can give up in this world, nothing belongs to you. Only thing, vairagya is, you have to give up the doggish mentality that you are the enjoyer. That is tapasya. Mind is always in a doggish mentality of the enjoyer, give it up, and always accept service in the platform of loving service to the Lord. That is the tapasya. What is the tapasya Hiranyakashipu was doing? Simply torturing his body to harm people. That's not the tapasya. Prahlad Maharaj did, peacefully sitting and chanting. It looks very nice, but actually it's not so easy also. Aho bato sapachiyapi kariyani yajivagre vartate namatapyam. Somebody is peacefully sitting and chanting Hare Krishna mantra. It's a great tapasya. It's not easy to do. Sit down in a place, at least for half an hour to begin with chanting Hare Krishna. It's not easy. It's not easy. People think about so many things they can do that time. So at least develop a habit of that. And then slowly, then 1 hour, then 2 hours, then you're chanting 16 hours without any effort. It becomes part of life. So first thing is that penance you will not do unless you know what is my mission. When it is clear that my mission is to go back to Godhead, then you will do tapo divyam. You will do guided tapasya. And one should undergo all kind of tribulations for that. One should be ready to undergo. Because gain is so big. One letter Srila Prabhupada tells devotees, I am not flattering you. What did Prabhupada says? I am not flattering you. If you chant Hare Krishna mantra 16 malas, all of 4 regulative principles, you will go back to Godhead. I am not flattering you. The same way, we should also understand that this is a very wonderful process given by the Acharya, and we will follow that. If I am determined to return home back to Godhead, I will follow. Even for material prosperity, name and fame, one has to undergo severe type of penances. Even to achieve in the material world some name and fame, karma bija, jnana bija, we do get right from the child. Become successful, work, and many life years goes, 20 years, 30 years goes on. to become materially successful. Sometimes 50 years. You have some dream. It may take so many years of life to achieve that big position, big opulence in life. Otherwise, no one can become an important figure in the material world. That's the work. So Krishna is saying, there's so much effort to put for material achievement. Why not some effort for spiritual achievement, which is real, which is permanent, which is eternal? The material achievement, you become a big rich man in the city, big bungalow, whole city you can show yourself. But that's temporary. You will die. In the same house, you'll become a rat next life because you're so attached to the house. But the karma is bad. So then what is the kind of achievement? But spiritual achievement is eternal, it is permanent. Therefore, Deva Sampada, Asuri Sampada. Bhagavad Gita, the whole chapter is there. Deva Sampada, Devatas were divine people looking for spiritual assets. And the materialistic people are looking for some other kind of assets, which are not intelligent, which are temporary. It's like you're traveling in a bus. Okay? Now suppose there is no seat today, you can stand up. Why you get first up? Half an hour I'll get down. Similarly, metal world is a small time you're going to be there. You stand or sit, somehow manage. Now in the bus, something is torn. Okay, what can be done? Somehow adjust. Not that I have to stop the bus now because one seat is torn and decorated, do this, do that. चलता है, अभी उतरना है, 2 मिनट में उतर जाएंगे, क्या है? We can adjust. Great. So same way in the metal world, to the degree possible, we also tell other people about Krishna consciousness. People listen or not listen, what we can do. Like traveling in a train journey. Another example Prabhupada gives, even a ISKCON movement, Prabhupada compares to a great ship. What is it? Great ship. Now in this ship, which you are going back to Godhead, the other people are not your relatives. You don't even know them. They're co-passengers. And sometimes somebody may not even behave properly. Possible. So Prabhupada, what you have to do with it? Hold it tight onto your seat, hold tightly, sit down on your seat and go back. Why we get too much fussed up? We should not get too much fussed about small thing. So, name and fame one has to undergo severe type of penances, otherwise no one can become an important figure in the material world. Without penance, Prabhupada said, even material world. Now, this karma bija, jnana bija people are giving, but bhakti lata bija comes from pure devotee. Brahmanda brahmite konam bhagyavan jeev, Guru Krishna prasade paye bhakti lata bija. When somebody has got bhakti lata bija, his life is different. He has some hope. He gets some happiness in his life. He has purification. His all anxieties vanish. His all anxieties vanish. He got a hope in his life. He has a happiness which is higher than material happiness. He is not bothered even about liberation from the world. Such a person is very rare in this world. Even Krishna is attracted to the devotees. So many wonderful things are there. Okay? No one can be an important figure in this world without tapasya. Why then should not be a severe type penance of perfection and devotional service? When so much tapasya people do, say the IS examination, so much they work hard. 2-3 years they spend time learning one subject, whatever you want. They have to, in India, there's big examination. 2-3 years, day and night, they study to pass their examination. And after that, they become big post, district magistrate and all. They do severe, and they do so much tapasya. Why not tapasya for Bhagavad? Why not sit 2-3 years down and read Bhagavatam, Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita nicely? An easy-going life, attachment and transcendentalization, Prabhupada said, cannot go together. Very important. Once you become tapasya gone, spiritual life is gone. Okay? So no, easy-going life is not. Lord is more clever than any living entity. Prabhupada said, you cannot cheat Krishna. He wants to see how much painstaking devotee is in devotion, how much is serious to come back to me. Then he gets patient mercy. Normal maintenance Krishna will give to everybody because that is given to animals. Sometimes you're very comforted. Now my economics is maintained. That's okay. That is what animals also take. But special mercy is, am I advancing in devotion service? Order is received by the Lord, otherwise directly through the bona fide spiritual master. The order of devotion service comes to the Lord, directly from the Lord, either from within the heart, like came for Brahma, or without, by an acharya, an order comes. And that's why you see Srila Prabhupada, how much pains taken, severe type of penance. And Srila Prabhupada, the whole life, no success, but finally achieve success. One who follows the principle rigidly is sure to achieve success in attaining Lord's mercy. Definitely he gets a mercy. Suppose somebody takes some books in his hand, goes out to distribute Bhagavad Gita, shop to shop. Now, even an effort of going out is success. Result is not important in spiritual life in that way. But in spiritual life, just like everybody is not taking classes, this whole program is running. Now, whether some people chant Hare Krishna, don't chant Hare Krishna, you got mercy even just by even presenting Krishna consciousness. In material world, it's not like that. By effort, you're not getting any marks. Marks are given for result. But in spiritual life, even you sit and chant Hare Krishna, even you try to tell somebody about chanting Hare Krishna, he may listen or not listen, you get credit for even trying. So it's not that Srila Prabhupada, 44 years practicing in India, no success. That's really aparadha to say that. He is the nectar of Krishna consciousness. He is trying to distribute mercy. People are not taking that their problem, not his problem. So we repeat the message of Krishna consciousness. The success is already there. People take or not take, there. What we can do about it. But true, we should sit together, plan, organize, so that when we present Krishna consciousness to people, they take it. Right? Hare Krishna, short class, 10-minute class. And already time ho gaya. Hare Krishna, Shobha Mataji, want to add something?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. We should try to push ourselves being more disciplined in our life. In the hope it will improve our japa, reading, focus, determination, eagerness, and such. By following the sadhana bhakti. The Krishna is not available to anyone very easily. So Krishna can only be achieved by the mercy of his pure devotees, and by penance only one can approach Krishna, who is within the heart of everyone. Also, by undergoing austerities and penances, one can attain this most of the godly qualities. That also Prabhupada says in his in one of his lectures. He said, and also the only a rare person who was adopted who has adopted complete and allied devotion service to Krishna can uproot the weeds of sinful actions with no possibility that they will revive. So it's very important to this practice sadhana bhakti. Actually, like my life was also goalless before coming to Krishna consciousness. So now I know what is the purpose of life and what is my goal in life. So after knowing it, trying to achieve it through sadhana bhakti, I may take many births to achieve this, but by following sadhana bhakti, I am sure that Krishna will help us, help me to continue it in my the birth after birth by following sadhana bhakti. So that is as said by Krishna, that he will help to his devotees. Salpamapyasya dharmasya. Even a little this one in this endeavor there is no loss. Even little the endeavor, whatever the efforts we do, that can save us from the greatest danger. So this is only the hope, Prabhuji, in life. Bhakti is only the hope. Hare Krishna.
Now you see, Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada, we know he's from the spiritual world, and he's one of the Manjaris. Then why did he sit down and chant Shatakoti Nama? Can you derive some lesson from that? Isn't he giving us an example? Mataji has already muted us. See, we see the example of Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada. And Bhaktivinoda Prabhupada did Shatakoti Nama. Shatakoti Nama means 100 crore, 1 billion. In English, it is 100 crore is 1 billion. He sat and chanted 1 billion namas, which took him 9 years. Why? To give an example to us that if you want to do some success in preaching, you should have severe tapasya. Similarly, Srila Prabhupada's life, if you see, organized by Krishna, 26 years he got order, and he accepted his guru that moment. And the success has come in 71 years. So that means 26, 71, 45 years. I don't think anybody will run a business of 45 years. It will loss every day. But success came out of 45 years. True? So-called. He's always successful pure devotee. To give a lesson to all of us that you have to do tapasya if you want to advance in spiritual life. See, Krishna could arrange their life like Prahlad Maharaj. From childhood itself is successful. But no, Krishna arranged, so much he arranged difficulties, so that to show to all of us that actually you have to struggle to advance the spiritual life. Spiritual life is not a joke. Correct? Why? So we should take struggle. There has to be some struggle. We should not make it very easy. Okay. Aishwarya Mataji, something you'd like to add?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji is Jiva Goswami's disappearance day. So can you just glorify him for 5 minutes?
You speak. Speak directly. I'll add.
No, Prabhuji. Okay, so Jiva Goswami is the niece of Rupa Goswami and Sanatan Goswami. So he is a Vilasa Manjari actually from Krishna's pastimes. And he is a very great scholar and so many books he have written. And yes, today's topic is austerity and penances. Even he undergone so much austerity and penances, all the Goswamis. So they used to live under each tree each day because they don't want to get attached to that tree. And even just one piece of cloth, kaupina, and then they used to do madhukari, beg from each house. They are all very rich, but they left all that things just to achieve that Krishna prem. And they wrote a lot of books, lot of pastimes of Radha Krishna, and excavated all the pastime places in Vrindavan. Jiva Goswami has given his Shiksha disciples are Narottam Das Thakur and Shyamananda Pandit and Srinivas Acharya, who were our main acharyas in book distribution. So all the literatures we have is from Jiva Goswami. So we have today is the disappearance day. That means he went back to the eternal pastimes of Radha Krishna, and he assisted Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in all the ways to spread this Krishna consciousness. So asking his blessings today on his disappearance day. Prabhuji can add, Prabhuji.
Jiva Goswami also, when he went to Mayapur, Nityananda Prabhu showed him the whole Mayapur. Navadip Dham Mahatmya, it is mentioned that Nityananda Prabhu showed him the whole Mayapur. That is Navadip Mandal Parikrama we do. The first Parikrama was done with him. He was shown the whole Mayapur, all the places. Very dear disciple of, he is three brothers, Rupa, Sanatan, Anupama, and Anupama's son is Jiva. And he was very, very great devotee of the Lord. And he even edited some of the books of Rupa and Sanatana later and continued to be a great Acharya. Hare Krishna Mataji, you want to add something about Jiva Goswami?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I heard in one lecture that only Prabhupada and Jiva Goswami, they are all-rounder in every, means they were capable of doing everything. Prabhupada, same like Prabhupada is also has the same qualities. He was a good preacher, he was a good administrator, he was a he was a good cook, and he was a, in everything he was all-rounder. Like Jiva Goswami and Prabhupada both had the same qualities. Like that I listened Prabhuji in one lecture, and rest of the things you and Mataji have explained. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay. So thank you, Mataji, for reminding us. These opportunities when this great Acharya's passing day or appearance day, it's an opportunity for remembering them. So 6 Goswamis were the direct disciples of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and they came to Vrindavan. And the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, two things they did. One side, they wrote wonderful Vedic literatures on the order of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to support Krishna Bhakti. And they showed from Nana Shastra Vicharne Kanipano, all the scriptures, that achievement of Krishna Bhakti is the highest principle. Because Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally did not write anything. He told the Goswamis to write. He taught them, educated them, and they wrote. Second thing is that they developed whole Vrindavan. Vrindavan was practically gone. All the deities are lost. So they searched for the deities, and all the deities, Goswami, the Raghunath Das Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, Gopal Bhatt Goswami, they developed whole Vrindavan. And whole Vrindavan, they developed different temples, Radha Govinda, Radha Madan Mohan, all these temples are developed by the 6 important temples developed by the 6 Goswamis. And Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, I was very happy with the service. And not only they developed Vrindavan, and they wrote so much voluminous literature, they also did something, gave a perfect example of the devotee. In fact, public used to come to meet them and solve all the problems. Jiva Goswami lived after these Goswamis, and it is mentioned that even Akbar came to meet him. And he was so stunned by him that, he was very impressed. So there are so many things about Jiva Goswami. Okay. Very famous acharyas, very learned people of his time. He has written a lot of books, these acharyas. Hare Krishna, but they wrote books in Sanskrit. Prabhupada was very kind, wrote in language we can understand today. And those days, 500 years ago, the books could be written in Sanskrit. Today, you write in Sanskrit, nobody understands. 500 years ago, there was no English, I think, in India. They wrote in Sanskrit. Hare Krishna. Tvancha kalpatarubhascha kripa sindhuva evacha patitana pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
Hare Krishna. Ananta Koti Vaishnavinda ki. The Prabhupada ki. So today is the donation day. Already started, I presented in my class. Hare Krishna.